So, hello everyone, and welcome back to some more of the Aviary Attorney on another Advent calendar day. So, let us continue and see where our rebellious roots will be taking us, won't we? We'll see. You can come out now, brother. Yeah, I was the one thing that I was thinking that the one guy that has been spying on us after all, and all that one guy, or the Sirius who was dropping those notes and all, that we don't really know what side he will be staying on. So we shall see. How did it go? Better than we had ever hoped for. The rooster is dead and the madam has tasted her first blood. So yeah, it's their trickery, really. Like, if I would have just been able to defend Cocorico, then, like, because we knew that he wouldn't have done it, pretty much, we were pretty certain. So they had done the trickery, they had managed to do it, they had managed to do the killing together, and tricked us. Hey, amazing, completely worth getting shot for. A meddlesome falcon tried to disrupt the execution. Falcon? Really? That tenuous wretch? Well, very. He floundered and pummeled around hopelessly. Well, yeah, because we haven't met this goddamn stupid person. The madam thinks that he's of some use, but really he's as good as dead. This is marvelous. Every piece is falling into place. Our dreams will be a reality in no time at all. The reason, brother. The reason. Yeah. Act 4, C. I got the C ending, I guess. Fraternidad. Fontaine, ... Piero, ... And a ... And a ... I hope you don't harbor too much hate for the madame. I know that the rooster was your friend, but the madame does what she does for the good of friends. ... Boy, oh boy, this is awkward. It is a bit. Perhaps a round of drinks are in order. After all, this is a tavern. What do you two say? Fine sounds good, I guess. Why not? I'll take a wine. Make sure it's a stiff one. I'll take two. Very well. Piero, which I'll guess some drinks. It's your round. My round? No way. It's your turn. Turns don't matter. You still owe me for that omelette I generally paid for last Friday. Yeah, well, you owe me for that coffee on Tuesday. Okay, so that's 30 cents of coffee deducted from the 30-cent omelette plus the 25-cent peanuts you swiped from my pantry. Hold up, I ain't so good at meal in arithmetic. Listen, Sparrowson, you need to go. Go? Yes, I'll create a distraction. You head straight for the back door. Is that such a good idea? If we both stick around, we could both end up dead as soon as we rub that lioness in the wrong way. If we both run, these two will probably shoot us in the backs. So the way I see it, one of us is running in the most viable option. Falcon, don't argue. Once you're out, find Folerty and tell him what you've seen. ... Okay. So it's agreed. You get this round and I'll owe you 2 cents. Yep, and I'll hold you to 2 cents. Be right back. Don't you be moving or nothing. He'll hold me to the 2 cents. That Piero's such a miser. Anyway, I don't feel like sitting in silence. I'll start to pass the time. I have a gun question, sure. Let's see what this is. Fontaine, I have a gun question. A gun question? Do go on. Muskets or pistols? I'm pretty sure he would say musket. Flintlock or percussion caps? Well, I'll ask anyways. Muskets or pistols? What's better, muskets or pistols? What's better? Well, both weapons have advantages and disadvantages. It's not really a matter of one being better. As you can see, I prefer to use a musket. Longer barrel makes it more accurate, especially over long distances. So for hunting, there's no argument. The musket is superior in every way. At least Sparrowson was able to escape. I don't know what all will be happening from this, but he did manage to escape. But for personal defense or for close quarter combat, some would prefer the pistol for such a situation, unless Pierrot will go and find him on the way, which is definitely also again possible. You see, a smaller weapon offers a greater degree of maneuverability. Alright, I brought drinks. One for me, one for you, and one for... Hey, where's the little one? The little one? He's right. Oh, Merte, I lost him. You lost him? How did you lose him? I was gone for 2 minutes. I think I dropped the ball on this one. I'll say. The madam's gonna string us up for sure. Actually, we should make up a cover story. We can't let her find out about this. You can't let me find out about what? I'll take the blame. I let Sparrowson escape. I felt it wasn't right to keep Sparrowson here against his will, so I created a distraction to let him escape. I'll see how badly this will go. It's somewhat custy of you to outright admit that. By rights, I should shoot you here and now. ... But I won't. I need a lawyer to bring our plans into fruition. That little bird was dispensable. You are not. Madame, if Sparrowson runs to the police, then both this location and the Sleeping City are compromised. We should keep this meeting brief. Agreed. Falcon, let me quickly fill you in. As you probably know, we are planning to form a protest. An enormous protest on the 14th of this month. We intend to draw a massive crowd at the Place de la Concorde, and then we shall march across Tuileries Garden. A march across Tuileries? You intend to storm the Louvre? No, the Palace Royal. That's where the King and the Prime Minister will be residing. I would like it to go peacefully, but... Peaceful uprisings have a habit of turning violent, don't they? Exactly, and we can't let the leaders of this country escape amidst the chaos. They must be tried for their crimes against the French people. On that note, I want you to lead the prosecution. You want me to prosecute the King of France? The King and the Prime Minister, they are both responsible for the rampant inequality that plagues this country. On the day of the revolution, we will track both of those overpaid burghers onto the streets, and you shall prosecute them, then and there. I think I understand. Prosecuting the pair for crimes against humanity, I suppose. It could certainly be done. If I were to interview a lot of citizens, gather a lot of evidence, file some paperwork... But it's not like you're gonna be able to go and do those sort of things, so... You're gonna just basically have to be making that up. I could probably prepare a case in around 2 months. Yeah, Falcon, that's... that's not gonna happen. We don't have the luxury of time. Use your ingenuity on the day, just like you did in the catacombs. You can't be serious. And I sucked in the catacombs after all. There is no alternative. The wheels of the revolution are already turning, and the revolution will ignite in under a week. Great, and I don't have even any of the stuff anymore, like... I apparently indeed would have needed to, because I was thinking that maybe I could be giving that thing to the doctor later, but it's not here anymore and stuff, so all of that is gone. The question on my mind is, what do we do with you until then? You can leave him with us, ma'am, or we'll keep a good eye on him. After seeing the atrocious job you two did guarding the little bird, I think not. I'll just have to guard you myself, Falcon. You shall spend this week at my side while I complete our preparations. At your side? All day and night? Absolutely. I'm not going to let you out of my sight for 1 minute. That seems excessive. You can trust me, madam. No, I can't. You promised to help me, but I know that you don't actually believe in the cause of the Second Republic. If I give you one grain of freedom, you will undoubtedly flee. ... This meeting is over. Come along, Falcon. Welp. We're gonna be traveling with her. Let's have a look at the menu. What the heck is going on in there, I guess. If I can, I would love if I can make a peaceful situation out of this. And then, while we were sitting in the tavern, Falcon gave me the opportunity to escape. He created distraction and I sneaked away and went straight to the police. Then you called a meeting and well, here I am. So, yeah, that's the whole story. I see, so Sovereign Cocorico died at the hands of the rebels. That's right. ... And Falcon revealed his true colors as a traitor. Yeah, that's exactly what happened, totally. Traitor? No, that's not right, Inspector. Falcon's not a rebel, he's just playing along so he can save his own life. Don't be so naive, Sparrowson, but put the puzzle pieces together. God, that stupid polarity. You can't trust the stupid police. Falcon willingly leapt into the lion's den for the specific purpose of siding with the rebels. He let you escape because he could see that you weren't truly sympathetic to the rebel cause. That doesn't make sense at all. Falcon's never shown a rebellious streak. ... Tell me, Sparrowson, what do you know about Falcon's past? Not a lot. He's a private person. Has he ever told you what he did during the Julia Revolution before he changed his name? No, he hasn't told me anything, really. ... Sparrowson, let me tell you about the man they call the Viridian Killer. Viridian Killer, eh? Oh my goodness, our past coming to bite us in the arse. I don't. So, Burgo's meeting spot in the Palais Royal. Les Halles marketing popular amongst shoppers. And Tuller's garden is a beautiful spot to relax, have a picnic or plan for a violent uprising. So those sort of locations. Let's start from the Palais Royal, sure, why not? It's not like I know anything better to do. The Palace Royal, just look at the disgusting den of fat cats, burgers, and hypocritical politicians. The king is probably in there as we speak. Probably sitting in his high chair, stuffing his bloated face with cake and wine while he boasts about being the perfect citizen king. Did you come here just to moan about the king? No, I've come to adjust the potential battleground. On the day of the rebellion, I might order Piero to set up a barricade over there. What do you think? There, right outside the Palais Royal. Of course, it's the perfect place for a defensive garrison. We can gather furniture from nearby buildings, build a wall, and position rifles to fend off the police. When the time is right, it will serve as the ideal location to launch our assault on the palace. So you weren't just throwing empty words in the tavern, you actually do intend on dragging the king out of the palace through violence. Of course, he will never abdicate on his own volition. ... It's not as if I want to see bloodshed, Falcon. It's necessary. It's inevitable. I mean, we have to be realistic. There is no way to bring change into the country without using violence, is there? I think there are ways. People look back on the violent moments of history, the executions, the wars, the bloody revolutions. But who's to say that the country could not be overturned just through the chance of the people? A pacifist revolution. Interesting. I would love for such a thing to be possible. ... Maybe. It would be better to avoid building the barricades. At least until it's clear that violence is inevitable. That's good. That's a good compromise, madam. I hope so. I would so love to be able to go for a peaceful resolution, but I just don't think I can do anything anymore. I've screwed everything up. Sure, let's go to the Les Halles for the shoppers. I don't know where else to go. Less halls. Oh, let me guess, you have a weapon supplier somewhere around here. Or maybe this is where you plan on meeting an informant, a government defector. It is a good meeting spot as any. Actually, I'm here for groceries. Oh, normal stuff. ... There's no need for that look. You think that just because I'm a con-toting rebel I don't need to buy food? Ah, hello, madam. Ma'am Piamort. Well, if it isn't the Sauternes and little Gambade. You're growing bigger every time I see you. Mom, you have to hear this. Something big went down here yesterday. A policeman, a nasty, ugly policeman. Let me guess, he was bullying people into revealing secrets on the whereabouts of the revolutionaries. Well, that's how it started, Mom. Same old bullying tactics. So they are informants to her. Like how everyone is acting. We gave actually money for them. He was pushing around this old beggar rat who hangs around the market sometimes. But then, when the rat wasn't speaking up, the policeman threw his gun and shot him. Wow. The policeman shot the beggar. Just like that? That does sound very rash. Are they lying or are they talking the truth? Well, I guess we'll see a little bit what they say about us, too. Yeah, but then the crowd cop went and ran before we could turn on him. I find this difficult to believe. A policeman wouldn't openly shoot a beggar without just cause. Open your eyes, Falcon. This is the regime us Parisians live under. We are ignored by the government, oppressed by the police, and hanged by the courts. Why do you think I'm fighting so hard to make a change? We can't put up with this sort of bullying. ... No, this can't be right. Something has to be missing from Sauternes' story. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions, madame? Sure, ask away. Make it quick, Falcon. Okay. What did the policeman look like? What did the policeman look like? Well, I didn't get a good look, but he was tall and ugly and mean-looking, and he had one eye. One eye? Well, then it would be Volerti if someone. Yup, had one of them pirate patches. There's no way. Ring any bells, Falcon? I know a man who fits the description, but it simply couldn't be him. He's a bitter individual, but he's morally righteous. I can't imagine him shooting an innocent person so recklessly. Don't let your bias towards the justice system affect your judgment, Falcon. If you think you know who did this, then please name and shame him. I think I should bite my tongue until I'm a little more certain. Did you want to know anything else, Monsieur? Did nobody investigate the shooting? If a policeman did shoot an innocent person, then there would surely be an investigation. Ha! Your naivety knows no bounds, Falcon. You think the police care if one of their own is out of control? Actually, there was one bloke asking around, but I don't think he was a policeman. Oh, go on, madame. Well, he was the Charmin Fox. Oh my god. Renard. A friend of yours, Falcon? Something like that. We should probably pay him a visit to see what he's up to. Pay him a visit? I suppose we can set aside a little time. Did you want something else? Who was the rat? Just who was this beggar rat? I didn't really know him well, Monsieur. None of us did. He was kind of a loner who hung around asking for scraps of food and cents. I don't even know his name. That's so sad. Did he have no family? No means of support? Falcon, do you have any idea how many beggars there are on the streets of Paris? How many people go hungry? How many people are forced to turn to crime? I'm well aware, madame. I'm asking these questions to see if there was perhaps some reason why that particular rat was killed. But no, it appears that this was just the loss of one unnamed beggar rat among many. It's tragic. That it is, Monsieur. Is there any other way that I can help? That's all, madame. Thanks for all your help. No problem. Anything to help Mom, Piedmont? We'll try to get to the bottom of this, Saturn. Just make sure to stay safe when the revolution starts. Stay inside. Keep Gambit safe. Of course, Mom. You stay safe yourself, you hear? But yeah, the Lioness is definitely a nice person. Some others, on the other hand, well, let's go to our foxy friend to see what he knows about all of this. He, at least, I can trust, indeed. Indeed we can. What does he know? Visitors, Monsieur Vulpes, visitors! Really, Falcon, what do you hope to accomplish in this sleazy Bagley establishment? He's a trustworthy guy. Sleazy? Madame, my Bagley office is perhaps a little cluttered and eclectic, but I resent the accusation of sleaze. Maybe I should do the introductions. Monsieur Vulpes, this is Madame Piedmont, friend of mine. Madame, this is Renaud Vulpes, private investigator at your service. It is a pleasure to meet you, Madame. ... Ah, how stoic. I'm sure you have some pressing questions to ask, Falcon, but before we get started, there is something I must tell you. Monsieur Sparrowson dropped by earlier. He informed me of your situation. Sparrowson, is he alright? Oh yes, he's now working with Inspector Follerty, attempt to unravel the rebel plot. Just as I thought, it appears that your lackey has solidified his position as a traitor to the Second Republic, Falcon. Perhaps, perhaps not. Sparrowson doesn't strike me as a person who sides with any ideology. But, you know, he asked me the most peculiar question. Would you like to know what it was? Of course. Such information is quite valuable. It would cost, say, 30 francs. I have enough. Still, I'll pay it. God damn it. Yeah, I know how this works. Here's your money, monsieur. Very good. So on to the question. Sparrowson asked if you were the Viridian killer. The one responsible for the random bombings during the July Revolution 18 years ago. Why on earth would he ask that? Perhaps the inspector had been telling him stories. So what did you tell him? The truth, of course. That is, that I have no idea who the Viridian killer is, but that I knew that it couldn't possibly be Falcon. Oh, and how do you know that I'm not the Viridian killer? Heh, Falcon, please, you are a semi-drunk, pumpling oaf, not a ruthless killer. Anyway, I've started my own investigation into the Viridian killer. It's fascinating stuff. Apparently he was seen in multiple places at once, which leads some to believe that he was actually more than one person. Huh. And do you know why they call him, or should I say them, the Viridian killer? Viridian is a greenish color, isn't it? No, I don't have a clue. Crimson Killer would be a much cooler name. It appears that no one knows the origins of the name, which leads me to suspect that he, or indeed they, chose their own name. This is all fascinating, truly fascinating, but perhaps we can return to the conversation to why we are here. Of course, Monsieur Vulpes, we heard that you were investigating the murder at Les Halles. I was. The victim was a friend of Mousie's. More of an acquaintance, really? Well, we want to know if you managed to uncover anything. Did you find any leads, any juicy clues? And how much does that cost? 30 coins again? Not as sus, it's quite a peculiar case. Did you hear that the murderer wore an eye patch? I did. You know that implies, don't you, Falcon? You only know of one police officer, or indeed one person who wears an eye patch. Indeed I do, only know one. As in this guy right about here, Follerty, the inspector. But that can't be right. You wouldn't describe him as a murderous man, would you, Monsieur Vulpes? Unless he himself is the Viridian killer. He was definitely part of the revolution, after all. Has seen some scheisse. So, maybe? But... Murderous, I don't know. He's certainly passionate about finding the Viridian killer. Who's to say that he wouldn't kill in the pursuit of his arch-enemy? That is plausible too, yeah? ... Falcon, I want to solve this mystery as much as you do, but time is pressing and we have other matters to attend to. We must take our leave. Understood. Until next time, Monsieur Whoops. Goodbye and good luck, Monsieur Falcon. It was a pleasure meeting you, madame. Monsieur Whoops? That lioness looked pretty angry. Is this revolution going to end in blood, Monsieur Whoops, just like in 1830? ... It's definitely plausible, but I am trying to avoid it as best I can. But I don't know if I can, but alright, to the planning then, eh? Let me think. So it takes 10 minutes to walk from the Place de la Concorde to this very spot. And the Palais Royal lies 5 minutes north of here. But the crowd will be fairly large and slow. It may take twice, maybe 3 times as long to make the move. Having a logistics problem, madam. Perhaps the plan is to walk the crowd from here through Tuileries to the Palais Royal. But if we take too long to pass through Tuileries, the police will trap us in. We could be flanked and slaughtered. That is quite an issue. I definitely won't be successful in that. This, of course, but, like, probably wouldn't be the best, but why not just go around Tuileries? Why not just go around Tuileries? There's an ice white main road that leads straight to the palace front door. You can avoid the gardens entirely. Marching across the gardens makes for a better political statement. But I can't fault your reasoning. Going around would diminish our chances of being stopped and trapped. I'll pass the idea along to Piero and see what he has to say. He's the one in charge of leading the crowds after all. I thought at least that would be a little bit better. Just the running usually causes just chaos and ain't really a good idea. And just immediately at the palace definitely I think will be worse. That bird-brained parrot would probably just shoot the idea down, right? Probably, but I appreciate your input. I don't know if you genuinely want to help or if you're just telling me what I want to hear out of fear, but thank you, Falcon. It's no problem, madam, for the Second Republic, right? But I do try to then help because I know that this is at least gonna happen and I wish that this will happen without bloodshed in both sides. Right, what the Second Republic. Okay, so a new day, Monday, Ponty Arts. The newly built bridge boasts a magnificent view. Yes, indeedy. This is it, Falcon. This is the day we make our stand. Everything is coming together. As we speak, Fontaine is gathering the protesters at the Place de la Concorde. Piero is making preparations to build and arm a barricade near the Palais Royal, just as a precaution, you understand. The only question that remains is, are you ready? Nope. Not at all, really. To be perfectly honest, no, I'm not ready at all. You want me to prosecute the king and prime minister if and when you drag them from the palace, right? Well, I've had no time to prepare. I have no evidence on hand. This whole trial is going to be one big fiasco. You're too fixated on the formalities, Falcon. This revolution will succeed and those in power will seize justice. And that's all that matters. But madame... Come on, let's see how the protest is going. It sounds loud. Falcon and Piermont arrive at the Place de la Concorde. The air is thick with the chants, shouts and cheers of hundreds of protesters. A line of mounted soldiers stands shoulder to shoulder outside the entrance to Tuileries. This is amazing. I had no idea the Second Republic had this many supporters. But of course, you didn't think that we were just a few animals huddling in a cave, did you? The desire for revolution runs deep in the city. Everything's in place at the Place Royale, ma'am. Just say the word and we'll set up the biggest barricade you've ever seen. Then we can all storm the building and drag that cocky king out of his chair. There's been a change of plan. We're still going to protest, but we are going to do it peacefully. Yay, I tried to at least do something nice effect. No firing from behind barricades, no violence, no capturing the king or prime minister. Madame, are you feeling alright? Quite alright, thank you. But what of your desire for a better France? You cannot achieve that without bloodshed. We can certainly try. Falcon convinced me. Falcon? Pacifism seems like the Christian approach, wouldn't you say, Friar? ... He ain't happy. I see. So that's how it is. Excuse me, madame. It's gonna go and ruin things. I think the friar disapproves of the new strategy. He probably thinks I've gone soft, and maybe I have. But I'm not dividing from this path, even if each and every rebel leaves my sight. Don't worry, ma'am. You aren't alone. We're not here for the violence, madame. As long as you strive for a better France, we'll always stand with you. Ugh, the stupid bullet wound. The damn thing's opened up again. What's the news, brother? Is everything in place? We have a problem. The mademoiselle refuses to use violence. She's turned timid. Turned timid? How? It appears that the lawyer Falcon is something of a lion tamer. J.J. Falcon. That bird is proving to be more trouble than the rooster, I swear. Brother, listen, if there is no violence, then there will be no power cap. One leader will just peacefully replace another. We need chaos for our plan to work. Guess we'll have to follow through with our contingency strategy. I'll find the victim and you find the suspect. Of course. Don't push yourself, brother. You're still injured. Those goddamn fools. So will it be these people? Look at those scum, foul vermin, a lot of them. Mark my words, Sparrowson, every one of these petulant dissenters will take the first opportunity to turn aggressive. They lust for violence. They don't look too violent to me. Trust me, this is just how the crowd looked before the July Revolution. It only takes one crazy individual and the entire crowd will explode into the frenzy. And you can be that one crazy individual, that's the problem. And you are driving towards that, after all. Hey, it's you. Friar, it's good to see you again. You, Volerti, are a freaking idiot. You don't understand that this dude is on the rebel side. So now you're gonna be siding with this guy instead of Sparrowson, even though, we know that this guy is the bad dude. No time for pleasantries, Inspector. You're needed urgently on the Plaza de la Concorde. Me? Why not ask one of the officers on active guard duty? There's no time to explain. Any minute now. Nope. Ugh, do you hear the gunshot? It's already begun. Come on, Inspector, we must make haste. Inspector, I really don't think you should be trusting this fire. He's a two-faced wolf. Frere Remus has provided me with reliable information in the past. I trust his judgment. Okay, yeah, now we know where the freaking heck he has been getting his informations about also us. I was already thinking that I think the Foxes themselves might be the ones that were this, whatever the name was from the previous rebellion that had killed a lot of people. So, yeah. You shouldn't be trusting their judgment. You're a freaking idiot. But Inspector, this isn't up for discussion, Sparrowson. I have a duty to uphold. Stay put. I'll be back in no time at all. You won't. But yeah, Sparrowson. Poor Sparrowson. That guy is a freaking idiot. What should I do now? ... If only you can figure out something good to do. Yeah, well, a gunshot. It was nearby too. So the friar was right. Violence is an inevitability. We haven't reached that stage yet, madam. I can't afford to take chances. Not now. Piero, march the crowd to the Palace Royal and construct the barricade. Yes, ma'am. Fontaine, Falcon, we're going to find the source of this disturbance.